Welcome back to the show. It's the NW Sportscast, and today, another Mariners loss, and once again, another disheartening one, because even when we win, the Mariners can't hit for a lick, and today, they couldn't hit for a lick either. They lose 4-1, and you could say, Shoto Imanaga was really good, and he was really good. And you could say, well, he has been really good all season. That's true. He hasn't allowed an earned run all season. And at the same time, the Mariners' offense needs to be better. We cannot keep having that. I mean, we're 16 games into the season now. So, 16 games, that is 1/10 of the season. We have played a 10th of the season. We've played 8 NBA games, okay? We have played 1.5 NFL football games. We've played a full game in college football. More than a full game in college football. A 10th into the season is not a laughing matter anymore. It's not. Now we're at the point where, yes, it's still early, but the trends that we're seeing, it's no longer like, oh, it's early, it doesn't matter. No. It matters. It matters now, okay, guys? Like, we've been through the rotation 3 times. This is where we're at. We're 6-9. So I guess we're 15 games into the season. Excuse me. We're almost 1/10 into the Major League season. And it's not really about the record for me as much as it is about what have I seen from this team. I'm going to go down the lineup tonight. J.P. Crawford. He's been terrible all season, and he was terrible tonight. He went 1 for 5 with a strikeout. He's hitting 155. Julio, 0 for 4 tonight with a strikeout. Ty France 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Still hitting 304. He's one of our 2 good hitters on the team. Mitch Haniger went 1 for 3 with a run scored. He scored our only run and a walk. Of course, Mitch Haniger would get on base twice. Jorge Polanco going 1 for 2 with 2 walks. He reaches base 3 times. His batting average almost now above 200. Crazy, right? He's hitting 189 now. Mitch Garver 1 for 4 with a strikeout. He's hitting 167. Dylan Moore. Can we please get Dylan Moore out of the everyday lineup? For goodness sake, man, we do not need Dylan Moore hitting 7th 3 days in a row. This is the 3rd straight day we've benched Canzone for Dylan Moore, and it's all because of these lefty-righty splits. At some point, just got to play the better player. You know what I mean? Like, the Mariners are obsessed with lefty-righty platoon splits, but Dylan Moore, supposedly, he's better hitting against righties, right? Dylan Moore's better hitting against lefties, right? Well, he didn't hit any tonight, 0 for 4. Oh, he made hard contact. I don't care. Get a hit. Luis Urias went 1 for 2. Of course, the one guy that I thought was going to be bad for us has actually been pretty decent. Urias gets a hit. He's hitting 174, so he's still below the Mendoza line, but, he got the RBI double that scored Mitch Haniger, so good for him. Good job, Luis Urias. You get praise today. Then Canzone went 0 for 2. Zavala 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Still does not have a hit as a Seattle Mariner. Cal Raleigh pinch hits because Zavala's literally worthless out there. Like, what is he even doing? And Cal gets 1 hit and 1 strikeout. Mariners, as a total, 6 hits, 3 walks, 1 run scored, 8 guys left on base, and 5 out of the 8 were left in scoring position. Mariners went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That's impressive. And that's all there is to it. Here's a pro. Here's positive number 1. I meant to give you guys 3 positives every game. Positive number 1, we only struck out 8 times. Woohoo! Lowest of the season, baby. Still struck out 8 times. Didn't translate to a win. Didn't translate into any more runs. So maybe strikeouts don't matter, right? Maybe all the emphasis we put on all the strikeouts, maybe that doesn't matter because we strike out 15 times, we score 6 runs. We strike out 8 times, we score 1 run. So maybe strikeouts is not actually that important. Maybe that's what we're learning. Positive number 2, Jorge Polanco. It is good to see him reaching base. I know I've given him some flack. And to be fair, he hasn't been that good this year. But he had a nice night tonight. Worked a couple walks. Good to see that. It's good when your veteran players are having good at bats. And tonight, Polanco actually kind of looked like a veteran player. He looked like a guy who was taking pitches, working the count, being patient. He got a hit, reached base 3 times. Love to see that, right? Good stuff from Polanco. And then positive number 3, guys, Emerson Hancock. He actually pitched well, guys. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. Didn't walk anybody. After that, Tyson Miller, Austin Voth, they both give up solo home runs. One of those was to Michael Busch. And the other one, I believe, was Christopher Morel. I might have been mistaken. It was not Christopher Morel. It was Miguel Amaya. Miguel Amaya, the catcher, the backup catcher. Interesting. He cracks a home run off. See, look at this. Our backup catcher doesn't have a hit all season. Their backup catcher has just hit a home run against us, and he's hitting .250 with a .671 OPS, and he has 4 runs batted in. That's the difference between a good team and a not very good team. Like, maybe Zavala's just slumping, but, we traded Eugenio Suarez for him. Remember that? Remember that trade? We traded Eugenio Suarez for Sebi Zavala and Carlos Vargas, who didn't make the team. He's in AAA right now. Maybe he will be on the team eventually. Maybe he will end up being good, but right now, Suarez, and not that he's been off to an amazing start, because he hasn't, but he does have 3 home runs. He does have, I think, 8 runs batted in. He's hitting, I think, 240, 250-ish. Could we use that in our lineup? Probably. Is he better than Josh Rojas? I don't know. Is he better than Urias? Probably. Is he better than Polanco right now? Yeah. Is he better than J.P. Crawford right now? Yeah. Okay, but he doesn't play shortstop. Is he better than Mitch Garver at DH right now? Absolutely. So, the Mariners right now, it sucks that we're at this point right now, but the offense sucks. Like, I'm not going to mince my words. And yes, it's still early. Okay, again, I feel like a broken record. It's still early. The offense might not suck forever. I mean, look, the preseason, I went through every single team, and I graded all of their players on a scale of 10 to 100, although the highest rated was 88. So on a grade of 10 to 88, I'm grading every single player. And the Mariners' offense comes out graded as the 6th best lineup in the American League, behind Texas, Houston, Toronto, New York, Baltimore. And the Mariners graded out, in my opinion, as the 6th best starting lineup. And then, when healthy, the best rotation. Right now, we're not fully healthy. So right now I have us below Baltimore and below Minnesota, still the 3rd best rotation. And the bullpen, when healthy, would be top 3. Right now, we're banged up, so I have us at 11th. But overall, right now, I have us as the 3rd best team in the American League. And a lot of that is because of the rotation and because of our bench. And the lineup, 6th is not supposed to be this bad. Like, right now, though, this lineup has not been the 6th best lineup in the American League. In fact, if you go to MLB.com, as I'm about to do, and you pull up stats, and then you go to team stats, we're going to read you guys where are the Mariners in all of these stats. So in at-bats, the Mariners currently rank 17th. Okay. In runs scored, the Seattle Mariners are 27th. In hits, the Mariners, 27th. In doubles, 28th. In triples, we have none yet. We're tied for 26th. 25 teams have hit a triple. We're one of the 5 that haven't. Home runs, the Mariners are 25th, tied with the Nationals. Runs batted in, the Mariners are 27th. In walks, this is one that the Mariners have dominated in previous years. 2023, the Mariners were 13th in walks. 2022, the Mariners were 3rd in walks. And in 2021, the Mariners were 15th in walks. We've been pretty good at walking. 2024, the Mariners are 18th, tied for 18th, so not terrible. How about strikeouts? 3rd. The fact that we're not first is crazy. We're close. Stolen bases. We're not even good at that. We're 26th in stolen bases. We've only stolen 4, and we've been caught twice. The Nationals have stolen 26 bases, guys. This is not a joke. The Nationals, a team that stinks, has scored 22. They have stolen 22 more bases than we have. That is insane. The Reds have stolen 25. The Royals have stolen 20. Brewers 19. Rays 16. Mariners have stolen 4. In batting average, here's the fun ones. In batting average, the Mariners currently are 27th. All American League teams below us, by the way. A's, White Sox, and Twins. That's the company we are keeping. Although we are collectively above the Mendoza line, so we can all give a round of applause. The Mariners are hitting .205 as a team. On base percentage, the Mariners are 27th. In slugging, the Mariners are 29th. In OPS, the Seattle Mariners are 28th, ahead of just the White Sox and the Marlins. Our offense has been awful. How about hit by pitch? 14th. Double plays? We haven't been hitting into many double plays. We've only hit into 7. That's 24th. Good for us. How about total bases? This is a fun one. 27th. And BABIP. Batting average and balls in play. The Mariners are 23rd. What does this tell you, man? It tells you the offense stinks. Because then you look at the pitching and it's not that bad. You know, not great. We have a team ERA of 4.52. If you want to look at the starters, the starters have a collective ERA of 5.18. We're 25th in the league, so the starting pitching hasn't been great. Our bullpen, though, pretty good, all things considered. Bullpen, to be fair, has been a strength of ours for a while, but our bullpen right now is 10th in the league in ERA. If you take away the splits, though, we're 21st in ERA. In strikeouts as a team, we are 11th. Walks and hits per innings pitched, currently 11th. So that indicates that the ERA is going to get better. Batting average against, we are 18th. And in walks, we're pretty strong with walks right now. No, we're not. We are. We have the third fewest. We've walked the third fewest batters in the league. Good. That's good, right? Home runs in the middle of the pack. And in saves right now, we're 4 for 4. Munoz is 2 for 2. Stanek is also 2 for 2. So the pitching has been good. The pitching has been average. The hitting has been awful. And you're 6-9. You got 7 guys below the Mendoza line. Not great. 8 guys, actually. I forgot about Luke Raley because he never plays. Why do we need Luke Raley? I mean, we should never play him ever. We traded for him, but we're not going to give him a chance to start, obviously. Why would we? Player of the game tonight, going to give it to Emerson Hancock. And he did pretty well, so he's wins player of the game for the first time. You guys missed last night. Last night I gave player of the game to Ty Fran. No. Last night I gave it to George Kirby. So, George Kirby. What am I talking about? I'm talking out of my ass. Last night I gave it to Bryce Miller. So right now, your starting pitchers have been player of the game collectively 5 times. Twice for Gilbert, twice for Bryce Miller, and now once for Hancock. So they've got 5. Your bullpen has only been player of the game once. That was Austin Voth. And then the other 9 The other 9 have been offensive guys. 3 for Ty France, 2 for Mitch, 2 for JP, and then 1 for both Cal and 1 for Dominic Canzone. We're still waiting for Julio to get his first player of the game, man. When's he gonna pop? It's tough because Julio, his Aprils have always been really bad. But I'm gonna pull up a Savant page because I don't think Julio Rodriguez, like, this is not who he is, man. This is not who he is. He's got to get better. Right now, his batting run value is 21. Expected WOBA 300. His expected batting average 257. So, that goes to show that he's definitely dealing with some unluckiness because right now he's hitting 193. His expected average is 257. He's currently slugging 211. His expected slugging 373. So again, better. Barrel at 60%, hard hit 60%. Not great, but not bad. Sweet spot 73%. That's good, right? I mean, he is striking out a lot. He's whiffing a lot. And he's chasing a lot, and he's not walking. But, like, the numbers are there. Average exit velo 90.7. Obviously, you want that to improve. Last year, his average exit velo was 92.7. So it's gone down by 2 miles an hour. But, like, it shouldn't be this staunch of a decline. Hopefully he gets going. I think he will. Julio is the guy that I have the most faith in. And probably JP next. It's hard for me to doubt JP and Cal because I've seen them go through slumps before and seen them get out of it. I have no idea if Mitch Garver's going to end up being a valuable player for us this year. I truly don't. And honestly, at this point, same with Polanco. I think Polanco's gonna snap out of it and get better. It feels like like I said, it feels like he's having some big boy at bats now. It feels like he's putting together good at bats now, and I think the hits are gonna come for him as well. But with our luck, as the Mariners, with our luck, who even knows? Bottom line, offense stinks. Hancock was good, still not great, and to be honest, like. Yeah, we need Brian Wu back soon, because Hancock he was good today, but I'm not gonna say he had elite numbers or anything. I mean, let's pull up his Savant page for the game real quick. Man, I'm wasting all your guys' time, but if you want to hear about some of these numbers, then stick around, I guess. But if you want to see, how did Emerson Hancock do? Yeah, top exit velo. Of course, Mitch Haniger had the top exit velo today. Didn't matter. Cubs win. Seiya Suzuki hit a homer 383 feet. Hancock was touching 95.6 tonight. He got 8 swings and misses. That's actually double what Shoto Amanga. Shoto Amanga, for what it's worth, only 4 swing and misses. While Emerson Hancock got 8 swings and misses. Tyson Miller 4, Mark Leader Jr. 4, Austin Voth also 4. And yeah, I mean, looking at how did Emerson Hancock do? He wasn't terrible. Was he dotting the zone by any means? I wouldn't say that. But he didn't look terrible. Looking at some player breakdowns here and checking out Hancock, he was throwing his sinker a lot. 36% sinker, 32% four seam. Only 9% on the slider, probably smart. Getting solid velo. Getting good spin. Yeah, honestly, like it wasn't bad. He got the most whiffs on his fastball. And 3 whiffs on his changeup, actually. And max exit velo that he was tagged for was 107.8. I don't know, guys. Is Hancock a major league quality pitcher? Fringe. He's a number 5 guy. He gave you a good start today. He gave you a chance to win. The offense wasted it. Can't blame this one on Emerson. With all that being said, this is the NW Sportscast. It's getting harder to do these post games every time we lose, but gotta keep doing it. This is the NW Sportscast. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, go Mariners.